Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm Matt with Find Fix Flip. Now, if you haven't been to the channel before, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you'll get an update on all the latest content that I post. We're doing a transmission pull on a 1995 Mustang GT. It's a T5 transmission. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's get started on this job. And we're gonna start with disconnecting a negative on the battery. It's a 13 millimeter, or at least on this car it is. You don't want any power going to the starter. Holy shit. How hard is that motherfucker on there? All right, next step, we're gonna remove the shifter knob. We're gonna pull out, we have this piece pulled out already, but we're just gonna, it presses in with some clips. I'll pop that out, and then we're just going to lift off the shifter boot. All right, next we're gonna remove the shifter. It is supposed to be two 13 millimeter bolts. So remove the shifter handle. All right, now we remove, it's a half inch socket. We remove the 4 bolts for the shifter assembly. And after the bolts are removed, just pull the shifter right out and put it in a safe place. Next, prop up your clutch pedal. I used a 17 millimeter wrench. All right, so the next thing that we're gonna do is we're going to press the little tab on the top here and disconnect our oxygen sensors. Same thing on the other side. Tab. And there we go. All right, so next we're gonna do is we're gonna get these nuts that are on the end of the exhaust. Mine are different sizes, but mine was a 18 millimeter at the bottom and a 19 millimeter at the top. Also, because you can see that the exhaust is one full piece, we can't just separate the beginning pipes so we can drop the transmission. We have to drop the whole exhaust. As you can see, this Frankenstein that we have to get off, you're probably not going to have to deal with that on yours, but our nuts here, the next two is a cross member, and the nut is a 18 millimeter, so you want to loosen and take those off. That bolts the transmission mount to the transmission. All right, next thing we're gonna do is loosen this brace. It's a 13 millimeter. There should be 15 millimeter bolts on, or a nut on the back, but there isn't. So we're just gonna loosen the brace on both sides, but don't take it out yet. Okay guys, next thing that we're gonna do is see, I've made this alignment mark between the end of the drive shaft, and then we have 4 12-point bolts that we're going to loosen. And what I do is, since it's a kind of a tight spot to get into, we're gonna put the wrench on here, and then we're gonna put our cheater wrench, hook it on, and that way you can press up and get more leverage and break these bolts loose. Now, with the bolts out, the drive shaft should slide right on out of the transmission. Let me put this. You might have a little bit of leakage, maybe. And it should come right back out. And there we go. We have a little bit more than a little leakage. Okay, now I've used a very long extension with a wobble tip right here for the top transmission bolts. And see, I have a 3-foot long extension going over here to our ratchet. Very hard shot to get here. Alright, so now we're just gonna pop this cable off. We're gonna fucking press up on this. Oh, that thing's broke. Beautiful. Beautiful. That one's broke. That one's fucking disconnected. That will give us everything on this side, and I don't think we have anything else that is held on. All right, now that we have the transmission supported, our full 4 bolts that go to the bell housing are out. So now we can just literally pull our support brace out. Get this out of the way. This exhaust is annoying as hell. And I don't think that there's As you can see, we have dropped the back end of the transmission. Now we just have to figure out how to get this thing out of here. And then we're gonna start working on the bell housing bolts. All right, so now that we have that piece out, and these ones appear to be a 5/8, so I put a wobble tip extension. It looks like I put 2 wobble tip extensions on there. And this is the only one that's still tight. We put it on there, then we give us some leverage, and we just gotta get in here and just get gangster with it. Oh, there we go. We got one more to break loose. I forgot one more. We get a little hook job going on here. Ooh, boy. It's really good to use your leverage. So we got a lot stronger leverage, but hold it at the top to break it loose. There we go. Not too bad. It's it's in my eye. Oh, I got my safety goggles on. It still almost bounced in my eye. I think I might have got lucky. It might have deflected. It definitely went on my face though. It definitely went on my face. Hey, hey. There's 2. All right, so we're having to do some voodoo shit to get to this this starter bolt. But if you can see, and with all the bell housing bolts removed, we should be able to just lift up.
Something different about my transmission. I just don't know what it is.
All right, now we're down to the pressure plate, and I believe this is a 1/2-inch drive. I think there's 6. All right, let me just take this pry bar, gently pry. There's one more bolt or something fell on me, I'm not sure what it was. And we pull the flywheel. Ha! It looks like you're fucking... It looks like your clutch is fine. I mean, it might need a little bit, but it's still not that bad. The pressure plate's fine. Flywheel's not too bad either. All right, so we already hit these bolts. They were at 19 with our little impact here. We're gonna keep one bolt in. So the flywheel come down and hit us in the face. We're just gonna take that other piece and put our hand down. And we almost hit our balls with the flywheel.